So just after one coat, you can see the gloss, you can see the shiny finish in there. It does need a second coat, as I have said, but this is 18 hours later after the first coat. What I am going to do now, slight change of plan, is I am going to turn the door around and paint the inside. The inside has been prepped, it's all ready for the top coat, so I am going to do that now. And then it just reduces the amount of 24-hour gaps in between each coat. So I'm going to do the inside now, and then I'll be able to do the second coat on the outside later on this evening. So the brush was kept in some paint thinners overnight. The same brush, I've been using this same brush for a few days for a few different painting jobs around the Land Rover. I just put it back into the same paint thinners bowl and give it a bit of a rinse the following day. Now this roller, because I only used it yesterday, less than 24 hours ago, I've wrapped it in tin foil, keeps it fresh, make sure it's airtight, and it's just as good today as it was yesterday, which, to be fair, they're not very good. They're from, yeah, I won't say where they're from, but they're not very good. They aren't the best quality. Anywho, so, got the paint ready. Going to give the paint a good stir. So here's how it looks before the stir, but you have to give it a good old mix because it does separate. It will separate over the night or even over a few hours, and will look dreadful if you were to try and apply the paint without being mixed. So give it a good stir. Make sure you get right down to the base of the can, base of the tin, so you can lift all that thick stuff up, mix it all around. Okay. I did clean out the roller tray yesterday after I finished, and I am going to use the same tray today. I cleaned it all out, got rid of all the paint residue that was used yesterday, and I stuck it into like an airtight bag so that no dust could fall on it. So what we were looking at yesterday was how exactly to use the coach enamel paint, and the best way that I have found is to do it in sections. So for example, I will start from the left. I will paint across about 8 inches, apply the paint, drag the brush lightly, and I'm going to do the side here. Make sure I've got a good coverage, make sure the paint is going across all the areas like so. Don't worry about it looking amazing just yet, because you are going to go over, or I am going to go over the paint with the brush again, change the angle, slow it down, like so, and then get the inside done like this, the underside of the channel section. I am going to go across the top here with the roller. Just cover all the area first of all. So we're just doing, as I said earlier, about 8 inches, about approximately 200 millimeters across. And then move the section over for the next 8 inches. This is probably the trickiest part of the door because of all the extra features it has, such as the door handle and mounting bracket and whatnot. So there is quite a bit of detailing, really. And again, this is only the bottom coat, the first coat. Once this dries, I will be going over again with a second coat. After sanding down, or not sanding down, but just flattening a little bit with some 600 grit paper, wet. Right. I'll just get in here quickly. Because there's a curve here, concaves, so it'll be quite tricky to get the roller in. I am going to go over with the brush. I will try with the roller very shortly, but just in case it doesn't work, I'll just go over with the brush. Slowly reducing the angle, like so, and also across this part here. The door is upside down, in case you didn't realise. Right, now let's see where we can get with the roller. So we'll just go across there like this, like this. So again, flat side for the leading edge, or going up against any corners, whatnot, like so. And then you want the beveled edge to be following. Now, from experience, the best finish is with the roller as opposed to the brush. So if you can roll it, you are better off doing so. Let's try and get into there. It won't always be possible. But I do highly recommend it. Okay, so that's the first section of the inside of the door completed. I'll just move the paint in to give you a better view. So the next part, the next section, I'm going to paint up to about there-ish probably. So we'll just go over. We will just paint another 8 inches or so, thereabouts. Just paint up to there. Same at the top and the bottom. Like so. Repeat this exact same process as what I just did. Cover all the area first of all. And then reduce the angle of the brush, slow it down, and already for a first coat it's looking really good, genuinely is. Okay, so I will go over this fresh bit now with the roller, cover all the area first of all, get get the paint on the surface, cover all the areas, make sure you can't see any of the door underneath, and then working the magic with the roller. Like so. And then along we go to the next stage. This is the easy section now, in the middle of the center of the door, the middle of the door, because there are less features, less detail you have to avoid and work your way around, navigate around. As we do come to the right hand side of the door, it will be a little bit more challenging again, but easy enough. The key is to take your time, ensure that you've got enough paint on the brush, and make sure that you haven't got too much paint on the brush that it starts to run in 5 minutes time or something. Got to keep checking. Don't just when I'm finished here, I will begin to pack away, but I will leave the roller out for 10 minutes afterwards so that I can keep an eye on things to make sure there's nothing running, there's no runs or drips anywhere. So we're on to the final part now of the door. I'll just, do I need to move the camera? No, we should be okay. Right, so final stage, final section of the door for this first coat. Go around the border first of all. Reduce the angle. This is the second of the two doors, and as I have said already, the bulkhead is done, as is the bonnet and the wings and the grille. The only thing that needs doing now, I would say the only, but the remaining parts are the back, the complete back, and the whole rear end of the Land Rover needs to be painted, but I consider that as the easy part to do, really, because it's only one side that needs doing. The inside of the vehicle is not too bad actually, and it's the original colour still on the inside, which is this mid-grey. So it's quite nice. The wheel, I've got the wheels on it at the moment, so I need to set the brakes up a little bit better than what they are at the moment, and then I can start to take it out and see how it drives after the rebuild of, well, the rebuild of most of the components. So apply evenly, covering the surface areas before going back over and massaging the paint to ensure that you don't have any lines, any brush lines, essentially. Okay. Right, now let's get the final section boxed off here with the roller. There you go. I just saw a little run there. There was a run straight right there. I've just rescued it with the roller. So yeah, this is just the first coat. It's looking really good. I am looking forward to seeing this tomorrow. So I will just have a little look now. Let's grab the camera and we'll have a look to see. Look for any runs or anything. There's one just here. So I'll double check it all and then I will close the garage door. I do usually have the garage door shut when I'm doing any top coat, just to keep the wind from blowing the dust around. There's a run right there. It's because I didn't go over this edge here with the roller. Okay, well that will do for now.
East Festival this coming Sunday, postal service, death cab for Q2 amongst the bands, and on the sixth music stage, DJs including Self-Esteem on. I think I'm going to sound somewhere between Self-Esteem and Nathan Shepherd from Indie Forever, but it's